Every 40 seconds, someone in America has a heart attack. But here's what most people don't know. Over half of those people had warning signs for weeks, sometimes months, and they ignored every single one. If you are over 75, your heart is not the same heart you had at 50. It has changed, it has aged, and it is sending you signals right now that most people mistake for just getting older. That stops today. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you 5 specific heart aging warnings that are dangerously easy to miss after 75. Some of them will shock you. One of them may save your life this week. If you ever felt suddenly tired for no reason, comment yes below right now, because that might be warning number 1. I want to share something with you before we begin. A 2022 study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology followed adults over 70 for 3 years. What they found was alarming. Nearly 68% of participants who had a major cardiac event said they had experienced at least 2 of these 5 warnings in the months before. They just didn't connect the dots. That's not their fault. These signs are subtle. They don't look like a Hollywood heart attack. They look like Tuesday. So stay with me through this entire video. Because point number 4, I promise you, will surprise most people watching right now. Even people who consider themselves healthy. Let's begin. 1. Fatigue that sleep doesn't fix. This is the one most people dismiss immediately. You sleep 7, 8 hours. You wake up exhausted. You chalk it up to age. You move on. But after 75, unexplained and persistent fatigue is one of the earliest signs that your heart is working harder than it should. When the heart weakens even slightly, it pumps less blood with each beat. Your organs and muscles receive less oxygen. The result? You feel wiped out. Even after a full night of sleep. Here's how this looks in real life. Imagine a woman named Margaret. She's 77, retired school teacher, active, sharp, but for 3 months, she's been exhausted by noon. She thinks it's her thyroid, or maybe just age. It isn't. Her cardiologist later finds she has early-stage heart failure. Caught early. Treated successfully. She's fine now, but it almost wasn't caught at all. The difference between fatigue from aging and fatigue from heart stress? Cardiac fatigue is new, persistent, and comes with no obvious cause. If your tiredness has changed in the last few months, pay attention to that. Talk to your doctor. Ask specifically about your heart. 2. Swollen ankles or feet, especially in the evening. This one is sneaky. Very sneaky. Most people over 75 have some mild swelling from time to time, so it hides in plain sight. But here is what you need to understand. When the heart isn't pumping efficiently, fluid backs up. It pools in the lowest parts of your body. Your ankles, your feet, sometimes your lower legs. This is called edema, and that simply means fluid retention caused by poor circulation. The warning sign isn't a little puffiness after a long day. The warning sign is swelling that is getting worse over time, that appears earlier in the day, or that comes with shortness of breath when you lie flat. That combination, swelling plus breathlessness when lying down, is a classic signal of a struggling heart. Check your ankles tonight. Press your finger into the skin just above your ankle bone. Hold for 5 seconds. Release. If the indentation stays, that's called pitting edema. Write it down. Tell your doctor at your next visit. Don't wait. 3. Shortness of breath doing things that used to be easy. Drop a 3 in the comments if you've noticed this one. Think about 6 months ago. A year ago. Could you climb your stairs without pausing? Could you walk to the mailbox without getting winded? If the answer is yes, and now it's harder, listen carefully. Shortness of breath during light activity is not a normal part of aging. Your lungs don't just decide to quit, but your heart can quietly begin to struggle. And when it does, fluid can slowly build up in the lungs. Breathing becomes harder. You might not even notice it happening day by day. It creeps up on you. The medical term is cardiac dyspnea, difficult breathing caused by a heart that isn't keeping up with demand. In plain terms, your heart is telling you it needs help. The key question to ask yourself is this: is my breathing getting worse over weeks or months? Not just on a bad day, but consistently, progressively getting harder? If yes, that trend matters. Track it. Write it down. Then show your doctor exactly what you wrote. But I have to be honest with you. The next two warnings, a special number 4, are the ones your doctor may never bring up unless you ask directly. Number 4 is something most people over 75 experience, but almost no one connects it to their heart. Stay with me. It's coming up right now. 4. Dizziness, lightheadedness, or fainting when you stand up. This one is massively underreported, and it is more dangerous than most people realize. You probably experienced this. You stand up from a chair or get out of bed. Suddenly the room spins. You grab the wall. It passes in a few seconds. You think nothing of it. That experience has a name. It's called orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you change position. And after 75, when it happens frequently, it can signal that your heart and blood vessels are losing their ability to respond quickly. Here's why it matters beyond the dizziness itself. First, it dramatically increases your risk of falling. Falls are the number 1 cause of injury death in adults over 65 in the United States. One bad fall, one broken hip. The statistics from there are devastating. Second, frequent dizziness upon standing can signal that your heart rhythm or your blood pressure regulation is becoming unstable. That is a serious cardiovascular concern. And here's the part most people miss entirely. If you are taking blood pressure medication, certain medications can make this significantly worse. You may be on the right medication, but the wrong dose for where your health is today. Tell your doctor every time this happens. Every single time. Do not wait until it causes a fall. Drop a 4 in the comments right now if this has happened to you recently. 5. Heart palpitations, fluttering, skipping, or racing. We've arrived at warning number 5. And I want you to pay very close attention here. A heart palpitation is when you suddenly become aware of your own heartbeat. It might feel like a flutter in your chest, a skip, a thud, or a brief racing sensation that comes out of nowhere. Occasional palpitations, maybe once every few weeks, are usually harmless. Many people have them their whole lives. But here is where it becomes serious. After 75, new or increasing palpitations are one of the key warning signs of atrial fibrillation, commonly called AFib. AFib is an irregular heart rhythm that affects over 9% of adults over 65. It is the most common serious heart rhythm disorder in the world. Here is why AFib is so dangerous specifically. When your heart beats irregularly, blood can pool inside the chambers. That pooled blood can clot. That clot can travel to your brain. The result is a stroke. AFib is responsible for approximately 1 in 4 strokes in adults over 80. Let that number land for a moment. 1 in 4. Now here's the good news, and there is very good news here. AFib is detectable. It is treatable. Many people live full, active lives with it completely managed, but only if it is caught. If you feel your heart fluttering or racing, especially if it lasts more than 30 seconds, or if it comes with dizziness or chest tightness, go to your doctor. Ask for an EKG. Ask specifically, could this be AFib? You deserve a direct answer. Let's bring this home. Because I don't want you to leave overwhelmed. I want you to leave equipped. Here are the 3 things I need you to remember from today. 1. Fatigue and swelling that are new and getting worse are not just aging. They are your heart asking for attention. Listen to it. 2. Breathlessness during easy activities and dizziness when you stand are signals, not inconveniences. Track them. Report them. Every time. 3. New palpitations after 75 must be evaluated. AFib is common, serious, and very treatable, but only if someone looks for it. Now I want to speak to you directly for just a moment. You have lived a remarkable amount of life. You have people who love you and need you. You have mornings ahead of you that are worth protecting. The heart is forgiving. It will work with you if you work with it. But it needs you to pay attention. It needs you to speak up. It needs you to stop assuming that what you feel is just age. It might not be. Please, right now, do 3 things. Leave a comment below telling me which of these 5 warnings applies to you. I read every single one, and your answer genuinely helps other people watching know they are not alone. Hit the like button. It takes 1 second, and it helps this information reach more people who need it. and share this video. Send it to someone you love who is over 65. You might not know it, but you might be saving their life today. Take care of that heart. You've earned it.